I am also dealing with that. So, Malad, they are saying that everything will go. So, Malad, we don't know what all rights and wherever it will go.
Question is, who will decide?
That's all.
That's the question. Someone will have to decide. It normally cannot be a lordship's direction.
That's better, I think, the central government and the learned amicus, you apply your mind to the application.
Exactly.
And also.
So if your lordship permits me, consider my suggestion.
Take into consideration their objections, because they say that they have exercised right in respect of certain properties. So whether such properties also could be a part of.
So first Sahara will have to deposit that now 9,000 crores and not. That is point one.
No, but that he is saying that once these properties are disposed of, he will be depositing more than what he is.
No, but in fact, the person who is buying it is going to deposit 12,000 crores,
Sir,
not just 9.
In that respect only, I am making my suggestion. If my learned friend permits me to put it across. So my suggestion is, first, that principal amount of 9,000 and odd crores, Sahara will pay. Then the question is of interest. That under the original order of your lordship's court, they had to pay it with 15% interest. But this question is kept open by subsequent order that your lordship will have to decide. Once your lordship decides the question of interest and that amount comes to the kitty, then whether Sahara sells it for 2 rupees or 10 rupees is something with which we may not.
Interest to be paid to whom? Where are the depositors to whom the interest is to be paid? My learned friend, who is going to get the interest? What are you talking about?
Well, as far
interest
as
to whom? There are no depositors before
the order of the court.
No, the court says this will be decided later. Don't say
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
My lord, as far as SEBI is concerned, all the investors have been repaid. Those who are there. And we have moved an application saying, in accordance with the judgment, the money should go to the central government. Because that is what the judgment said. If there are no more investors, the balance should be handed over to the government of India.
That's a question
So, my
of
lord, the
debate.
government of India should be heard.
Government of India is also a very
Yes, my lord.
stakeholder.
Yes, my lord.
Them also examine
Yes,
the process.
in fact, they should be permitted to intervene, my lord, because
CJ has pointed
Yes,
out
madam.
that let the Union of
yes,
India
Union of India should be there, my
they
lord.
also can examine.
Yes.
The decree,
Exactly.
sir, the decree as it stands, 15% interest.
Only if there are depositors to be found, not otherwise.
Lords, may
May I suggest something, Lord?
May I be, I have filed an application, Lord, where I want to buy 12 of the properties, and I have given details of that. Now, Mr. Principal's proposal, whether it includes that or not, we don't know. But we are people, Lord, these lands are situated in different states, Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka, in Kerala, in Milord, Orissa, and other places. So we have given details of that. We wrote to them, Milord, about it, that we are wanting to purchase. And Milord, they never answered back. Therefore, we have had to make this application before my Lord.
So you can't compel a seller to sell it to you.
No, I am not saying compel, but I am not saying that I am willing to match any offer.
I think the offer is holistic offer.
Offer is holistic. So therefore the focus is also be holistic. Yeah.
Good evening.
Lord, may I say something? Lord,
I am
respect.
willing to match any offer, Milord. That I am not.
Offer can't be in court, Mr. Kumar. There has to be some, it has
So
to
there-
be
no,
in
Milord.
public domain.
I am not.
And there all, maybe there are other competitors, other bidders who might offer maybe 10 times more than you.
So therefore, Milord, that's what I am saying.
That's
Milord,
what the learned solicitor also says, that there has to be some forum where all these issues will be decided.
please.
And it can't be this court.
I bow down, Milord. So
That is part of the proposal, Manoj, an oversight committee.
The problem is this. One is with respect to the competing interests of all the parties. What
Yes.
is the stay, somebody agreement holder,
Please.
power holders and sale deed, pending dispute, all those things. Second is whether we have to accept the scheme and then go for a one purchaser or in piecemeal. What you are saying is piecemeal. So these are the issues we have to consider.
Correct.
Yes.
Now the problem with what you are saying is that now it will be endless.
Correct.
Now once
So
you
if there are 100 properties, 100, so prima facie, his proposal appears to be subject to the claims of the others, wherein the rights have already been crystallized.
Value maximization would be the
I'm
idea.
only on the maximization part.
Yes, maximization, that will take care of.
What we are also asking for is about 700 acres of land, my lord.
No, so
So
therefore.
it's not a small piece of land, but spread over different
No,
states.
I don't know now what happened in that golden forest. We were appearing in.
Yes, Lord, I was one of the parties who had given that.
Well, it's almost everybody appears in it.
Golden forest.
Almost everybody appears in it.
No, no.
Now one before the other.
Yes, yes, we were, I think, Justice Dipankar Datta. So there also we had directed the income tax authorities to value the property. And then we had said that selling property in piecemeal, it's unmanageable. Therefore, we had directed that a consolidated sale of all the property should be done. And it should be by tender process.
My lords have held that, my lords, at least state-wise, they can do that.
Fragment
No.
sale, the
Lord, can I
Because
general-
Hyderabad, it's been unencumbered,
No.
your lordships have.
That prayer, when I was sitting, I had rejected that prayer.
Correct.
We had said that there has to be only one sale.
Possible otherwise.
All right, yes,
Actually, I would, Lord, I have something.
May I
to say.
bring,
Lord, can I?
I have the
can I be
90th.
heard?
My lord, there are 88 properties which Mr. Sibal is proposing. I mean, the 89th property, which is not concerning that.
No, it includes the 89.
No, it is not. It doesn't. It doesn't. We have checked up your application. Where, my lord, the parties have settled in a mediation which happened in this court. So that is awaiting my lord's approval, my lord. The mediation report is here. That may also be.
that's been in sealed cover.
We have no problems.
And it was based on your lordship's direction in January.
Except crystallized, those will have to be left out. Even court
There's
decrees, etc.
one other aspect, which is not only about third-party rights. Some lands cannot be sold. For example, there are two which are wetlands, where anyway there is no question of selling that land. That land could never have been subject matter of this list.
True.
There is another where it's agricultural land.
Even if he purchases the wetlands, it is his problem, he will not be entitled
Why should we bother?
Construction or
to do any construction
Our order will not give it clean check to them, bro, otherwise.
unless.
The problem is when your lordships give
No,
you a blessing
no,
to
if-
88, they will sell.
If somebody wants to
Sorry.
directly purchase,
Please come.
knowing that he can't do anything on that.
Correct.
Lordship, may I'm one of the two surviving directors, Madam Vandana Bhargav. Lordship, my writ petition is of 2018. And Lordship, it has been tagged with a contempt petition. Unfortunately, in today's list, it is not mentioned. Writ petition civil 877 oblique Lordship 2018. So it is pending for the past 8 years, your Lordship. And my personal assets have been attached, Lordship, entirely for the past, Lordship, since 2013. Contrary to, if I may submit with greatest of respect, contrary to the judgment passed by this honorable court, this may kindly be disposed of, your Lordship, or detagged with the contempt, so that, Lordship, I am 73-year-old already. Madam, I am one of the two surviving lady directors of the group. And my personal assets have been attached. And my passport has been attached for 14 years, 2013 to 2026. If my learned friends permit me, my suggestion is this, I'll put it in writing, how this tangle can be resolved. I'll put it in writing, let my learned friends respond to it. My suggestion is this, that first, this deficit amount, Sahara has to deposit. Second, the question of interest, your lordships will decide. Third, as far as the third-party claims are concerned, which are already crystallized, something will have to be done about that. Either Sahara settles or the new buyer wants to settle it. As far as claims which are not yet crystallized, they have their own remedies, they can adopt those remedies. I'll put all these suggestions in paper and make it available to anyone who wants to.
Yeah, that is better.
And
Lord,
Your Lord,
Yes.
my lord,
My lord,
the
implies who has not been paid, my lord, at least their request has to be considered, my lord. In earlier
Considering
application,
that, yes.
in the earlier application, my lord, Honorable Justice Surikant has passed an order, my lord, in which all the employees, they were paid from the Sahara SEBI account, my lord. That is around 10,000 crore is lying, my lord. They are contesting for thousands of crores. They are forgetting out 100 crores, my lord.
And my lords, if may,
I'm sorry, my lord. May I just take one
Yes, my lord.
small indulgence at my.
For the employees, there are 150 employees.
Yes, my lord.
Judges speak.
We have already ordered to pay to.
My lord, the one set of employees has been paid, my lord. The another set of employees who were working with the Sahara media, my lord, they were not paid, my lord. Their entire amount is pending, my lord. That has to be cleared, my lord. This is very small amount. Very small amount, my lord. This IA number 10, my lord.
I have also filed one IA, my lord.
IA 9 and 10, my lord. IA 9 and 10, my lord. Hardly 190 employees are there, my lord.
I will take care of
Another
all
IA
these IAs which are there.
by the employees.
My lord, the IAS doesn't have any issue, my lord. Implies issue, my lord.
Small request. I am not concerned with sale and purchase of any of the properties. Lords, by the main order, your lordships, clause number 8 has directed all the proceedings to be kept in abeyance which are pending before different forums. That order, your lordships, in 2024 has relaxed to certain extent, meaning thereby, my lords, those who have already approached the relevant forums, maybe a civil law or a commercial law before NCLT, lord, those proceedings are allowed to be proceeded further. That order, your lordships, would get at page number 36 of my IA. That order is already there, so I just want that liberty. My application may be allowed. My proceedings under section 9, which are filed before Mumbai NCLT, they may be permitted to be proceeded further. If your lordships have the chart which has been submitted by the learned amicus, my application is mentioned as number 6, my lords.
IA number 10, my lord. 9 and 10, my lord, for employees salary issue, my lord.
Yes, my lords, it is only that.
IA number 9 and 10.
And then there's another IM law 74972, which is
Granted
listed today.
liberty
my lord.
earlier,
May I suggest,
the
your lord,
employees on
that wherever proceedings have been initiated, they should
Don't
not.
worry.
My lord, they are suffering for years, my lord.
And that direction has been relaxed. So I'm just requesting for relaxation to that extent.
Lord, may I just say something, Lord?
I have listed
Lord, I've been in this matter now for 14 years. Now, Lord, I think basically it can be divided into 3 parts. One is making the deficit. Secondly, sale of properties, and then dealing with all the miscellaneous applications. Now, Lord, there are 2 things. There are 88 properties. I don't think there is a dispute regarding all properties. If the Sahara Lord, what happened is Sahara companies have the liberty to sell any property of their choice. It should be 90% of the guideline value of circle rate. That's all. They can do whatever they want. Now, out of the 88 properties, not all are in dispute. So if they can segregate those which are clean properties, so to speak, that can be taken up and sold, and that 9,000 deficit can be made first straight away. That's my suggestion, Lord. And then Lordship will fix a date and dispose of the IAs or employees, etc. separately. That's my suggestion. And there's one more thing, they have given a seal.
Employees IA, my lord, can be disposed today itself, my lord. There is nothing.
Please allow.
Yes.
Lord, there are some properties which are not owned by Sahara at all. For instance,
Let him finish.
so may I?
I'm sorry.
I'm not finished, Lord. What I'm submitting is, Lord, what happened was the properties were first given to SEBI to sell, but there were so many problems and encumbrances. We appointed State Bank, real estate, we could not make it. Then finally the court said, Sahara, you sell whatever you want and just report to the court that we have sold this property at 90%. That's all. Now, according to Mr. Sibal Mullah, there are some 88 properties which are now the subject matter before your lordship. I don't think everything is in dispute. What are not in dispute can be put into one bucket and disposed of. What are in dispute can be placed before your lordship and sorted out. Somebody has got this claim, that claim, or that committee which your lordship is referring to. So, my lord, one thing is, Asha, there's one more. There is one seal cover in the Supreme Court where Sahara has given additional properties which are worth 1,60,000 crores. That's what they have said in the affidavit. One cover is before your lordship. Even some of those properties can be sold. Just 9,000 crores are left. Once 9,000 crores is paid, now SEBI tried to identify the debenture holders. First of all, there is no deposit here. It's a debenture holder. We could not locate the debenture holder. Supreme Court has said if you can't locate the debenture holder, give the money back to the government. That's all.
How can that be? Anyway, be that as it may,
May I just
my
add one
learned
thing?
friends is, mothers, if I start selling this property, there are any number of claims I have not been able to. I've got a buyer now, mothers, who is willing to buy everything.
I
Now,
appear
if he
for the
says
buyer.
that you allow me to sell, mothers, how will I sell? It is attached by ED. I can't
I
sell
am
a single property.
I am Adani Properties. I have made a comprehensive offer, my lord, which is before your lordships in a sealed cover. I don't know the numbers myself, my lord. Lord, I have made an offer of buying all the properties. Otherwise, this litigation is endless. My lord, one chunk at Versova was tried to be sold. There are decrees, there are attachments, there are injunctions. I have made, my lord, a comprehensive offer. It is my request, my lord. I came across an order passed by Justice Surikant's bench, my lord, some time back, where a husband and wife, my lord, 2 people came and wanting to sell all their properties. I think your lordship passed an order. This is what I am proposing here.
So we have not received this
That
IA.
is Keshav Rao Bhapkar's matter. My Lord Justice Suryakant's bench has passed a very detailed.
Where there were about 400 or 500 properties.
Correct, correct. So, my Lord, the idea is only the, otherwise, my Lord, it's impossible. This struggle will go on. 12, 13 years have gone by. My suggestion is, Your Lordship may, my Lord, send it to a committee, which, my Lord, the solicitor may appoint, suggest, the court may suggest. They can examine it. Because, my Lord, I am also saying that I will take it with these kind of claims also. Otherwise, my Lord, if everything has to be clean and without anything, then Mr. Sibal's client, my Lord, will spend maybe one or
What about the properties where the rights are crystallized?
Exactly.
So that the committee will decide how to deal with it.
So the committee will
Can't
look into
unwind
it and
everything and finish off spot.
Let the solicitor take instructions.
Yes,
Not the committee can say that out of 500 properties, 10 or 20 have already taken care of crystallized.
May I just give one example?
One minute.
They may be
IA number 232892 of 2025. This application is filed by Sahara India Real Estate Corporation Limited for certain direction.
No, it's not filed by Sahara India Commercial Corporation Limited. IAs are by.
No, Sahara India Real Estate Corporation Limited.
No, that's the main company, my lord. That's the main company. The application, Lordship will see application 23265. The applicant is Sahara India Commercial Corporation.
That's correct. That's correct.
What is the IA?
Their IA is 232892.
Yeah, there is no applicant, my lord. In 23892, there is no applicant. They just say applicants.
There are two IAs, Malas. My management is not.
Lordship will just take 232665. It is by Sahara India Commercial Corporation Limited.
That's
Which is not
correct.
in the main dispute at all here.
There's another application.
Very good.
And the other application is 2328925. There's no mention of who's the applicant.
232665.
Lord, may I make a, Lordship just have a look at judgment of Justice Suryakant. Justice Suryakant's judgment. It sets out, my Lord, some procedure. It may help your Lordship, Lord, in formulating this order.
Real estate.
It may help your Lordship formulating this order.
That probably
Yes.
where the MPID court started selling the property.
Right.
And virtually those were going in peanuts.
So, my Lord, I thought this was the closest we could get. The Lordship has set out the prayers. See the first prayer, my Lord, direction to so and so to liquidate the attached assets in 6 months. Then direct distribution to genuine investors, etc., etc. Then, my Lord, the court goes into details. Companies are mentioned. SEBI, registrar companies, everybody is here. Then, my Lord, the Lordship will find page 5, pages are at the bottom. Page 5, subclause G. There, your Lordship will find penalties on those companies, recovery proceedings of 3,000 crores, immovable properties attached by Maharashtra, my Lord, Protection of Depositors Act, Mumbai. Then, my Lord, next page, MPID and SEBI attached. Then FIRs, my Lord, in different states. And then, my Lord, paragraph 4, page 8 may be seen. The Lordship then culled out, my Lord, what will the questions be? Location of properties, encumbrance, physical possession, disputes, market value, liens, machinery to be evolved, mandatory procedure.
Where is it? Here.
This is by the company which has entered into terms
Now, my Lord,
by this application.
That's all right, then say
now,
that.
my Lord, para 7. That's the para 7 at page 10, my Lord, at the bottom. Keeping these exceptional peculiar circumstances in view, we deem it fit to invoke a clause of 142. So as to do complete justice, we constitute a committee. Justice Bhatt, Justice Satish Chandra of Allahabad, SEBI, states, then Registrar, my Lord, Deputy Secretary Home, Maharashtra, who's in charge of UOW, on the next page. Then they can have, my Lord, engineers, accountants, etc. They can obtain all documents, prepare a database. Then, my Lord, SEBI will also be there. The committee will take steps. My Lord, to properties are entrusted, encumbered, etc. All this, my Lord, will be done. Something like this, my Lord.
Union and the amicus filed their.
Exactly.
Right. I just wanted to, my Lord, inform the bench that this is the closest that I could get in terms of an order, my Lord, of this kind of a problem.
We'll consider.
My lord, that's all I
There
wanted.
are several other IAs also which are not listed.
May
All
I
of them
say
will be
something,
listed.
Milord?
All IAs will.
If everybody stops, then
Sir,
only
may I-
we'll start depleting the order.
My lord, one additional request, my lord, at the end of it, I am the 89th property, my lord, where parties have settled, there's a mediation report pending before this court. Mr. Naidu is appearing.
I
for
have no
the
problems.
buyer. He's for
There's a
Vape.
mediation and I have no
For
problem.
home buyers have.
There are
I am for the home
odd
buyer.
eyes. There
Mr.
are,
Apte, have you examined that 89th property?
which properties?
The property in Coimbatore.
Says the 89th property, which is
That's
not the 88.
That's in Coimbatore millets, put in sealed cover and.
Some
put it
of,
for your lot.
some of them are subject matter.
We have
of
already
dispute.
deposited part of the
What I am
amount. also.
suggesting is, as on today, there are 60 and odd IAs which are pending for consideration. Now, we will have to prepare a tabulated statement about each IA. And then it is possible for us to collate how many matters are how many properties are subject matter of dispute in your lordship's court. Because ultimately, everything has to be resolved. All these 60 applications have to be put an end to. Otherwise, it is endless.
that is the suggestion that Mr. Solicitor as well as Mr. Civil say that
Therefore, I suggested I
it will be
will.
done by some other court because this court can't decide all these problems.
Exactly.
Therefore, I suggested that once the Sahara pays the principal amount and the
But how will I
interest which
pay
you
it?
How many times you will say the same thing, Mr. Nabde? From where will they get the amount? If they don't sell the property, so how will the amount come?
So they say in the sealed
Only
cover.
the only.
No, Milord, there is a list of properties in the sealed cover.
So they have put some properties in sealed cover which nobody knows. Some of those properties.
Yes, before your lordship.
Now, how can we accept that, that's something somebody has offered them, why should we accept it right now? Unless we heard the other party, that 9,000 you are asking, that somebody has offered to them.
So the point today is very
That will
simple.
imply the amount that as if you are accepting that itself. We don't want to do that.
My apologies, Milord, it is not, Milord, these are properties over and above the 88 properties. These are separate properties in a sealed cover which are worth
There
1
is
lakh.
nothing. We are not entitled to sell a thing, Maharaj. Moment we try and sell, we've tried for years and years. We've not been able, my lord knows about it. In a basket, otherwise it won't be sold. That is why you have, remember what happened in Warsaw, Maharaj? 5,000 crores, we couldn't, the deal couldn't go through.
But Sahara itself has negotiated.
Every claim is.
Each other, otherwise.
Once the decretal amount is secured, what they do with their property.
For people whom I am appearing, they are willing to deposit the balance consideration, everything is clear, the agreement to sell, amount is there. So people like us, we may deposit and any order pass ballot on that aspect.
How do we know these documents are genuine document, bogus document, fraudulent document? How do we know?
Well, we have made the payment in the SEBI account and to Sahara. Well, as the account transfer is there.
Leave it.
Well, as that is there. We'll pay the balance, the ballot is direct.
Yes, thank you. The application number 232665 of 2025. This application has been filed by the Sahara India Commercial Corporation Limited, taking various directions, including approving the transaction as contemplated under the term sheet dated 6 October 2025, executed between the applicant and the Adani Properties Private Limited. Several other directions have been got. Correct. The learned Solicitor General of India said that it will be appropriate that before considering the prayers made in the application, the Union of India through Ministry of Finance as well as the Ministry of Cooperation should be heard. We therefore direct the applicant to implement the Union of India through Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Cooperation as non-applicant the application. Right. We further find that it will be appropriate that the Union of India, several claims have been raised before us by various interveners. It is submitted that the application also consists certain properties in respect of which the rights have been crystallized between certain parties, crystallized in favor of certain parties. The learned solicitor also but that the competing claims will have to be considered before some forum. However, it will not be possible for this court to consider each of the claims. Correct. After the learned amicus said that the Sahara India Sahara India Commercial Corporation to be first directed to deposit the balance amount of 9,000.
Sorry to interrupt, but not Sahara India Commercial.
Not this Sahara Housing.
Sahara India Real Estate and Sahara Housing.
Housing, these two companies, Sahara Housing and Sahara Real
India
Estate.
Real Estate and Sahara Housing. Sorry, brother.
9,481.
Amount is 9,481.
No, there's some dispute on that. Therefore, let's say,
Approximately.
Before we consider the application, it will be appropriate that the Union of India, the SEBI, and the learned amicus examines who will tabulate the rival claims in respect of.
It's already tabulated.
You all can give it to amicus. No,
how will that happen?
Amicus has been tabulating it, my lord. A detailed tabulation he has already prepared.
Amicus can do it.
Some chartered accountant.
Tabulation there.
My request is, it should be done by the oversight committee of claims or what claims.
Colleagues to go through this exercise. It can be weighted by you.
Yes.
So there are 88 properties, but the last item says other properties where there is no description. In their IA, they have referred to 88 properties.
In respect of 88 properties, somebody can apply the mind and find out if there are any claims with regard to that.
Correct.
Can the Union of India do it?
So the Sahara must
It
disclose.
would be disputed. Instead, if the amicus does it, there may be some objections filed by some of the applicants which may not be relatable to 88. Yes. So you would have the larger picture.
The Sahara must disclose whether there are any
Yes.
third-party claims.
Yes.
No, Sahara was bound to do that because they know.
We don't. I mean, some of these things we don't know. In fact, we have no idea. Some of these things.
No, but if you are sold, then more.
No, Malas, we have not sold. Malas, your lordship must understand the employees here have been dealing with it. We are not involved in it. So we have ourselves come to light and we ourselves filed some applications. So there's a problem, Malas. Therefore, that's why the agreement says other properties, because we don't want even a single part of it. So as and when that are discovered, Malas, it will be dealt with.
Well, it's the problem with Sahara is every time they change a stand.
Yeah.
Initially, my lords permitted them, as Mr. Datar has said, if it's 90% circuit rate, you can negotiate along with the affected parties and settle. For example, Coimbatore property millets, they negotiated along with the home buyers, and we have had a settlement, and there's been placed before lordships, advance paid into SEBI's kitty. Now they say that no, let it be in whole hog.
No. I have not changed. I have said yes. In fact, on the contrary.
Yes, you have agreed and you have signed along with those who have got the stakeholders.
I've said yes.
Even before us also.
I said yes.
Yes.
I don't know why you haven't heard me.
So the normal course in execution of a
You
decree.
can, if you nominate one of your juniors to collect that information.
Yes.
We can collect it only on the
Mr.
basis
Abde.
of pending I.
Mr. Nabde, because all these applicants, interveners or applicants who have applied, they must have given a copy to your office.
Yes, some eyes,
Based upon
60
that-
eyes we have got.
Based upon that, you please depute one of your assisting counsel who can be an assistant.
Yes, we'll do. That is what I suggested initially.
And-
That third party claim.
Person will prepare. One is the list of the undisputed title, second will be disputed, and third can be doubtful. Doubtful
Also, my
means
lord, we
that
could
from the face of the
But-
document
yeah, but-
appears to be doubtful.
But as I indicated to your lordship, that the last item in their list which Sahara has given, it says other properties where there is no description.
We'll come to that later.
Process. In the process, you can ask the Sahara to provide you the information wherever they
We
provide.
have it,
it's
we'll
fine.
provide.
Very well.
Put a remark column that this information not available.
Very well.
And that chart, a collated information can be brought in.
So long as it becomes clear that whatever Adani is buying comes with whatever claims that there are, and those claims can be adjudicated by some forum, there should be no problem. So for instance, in my lord clients, they own the land. They had an agreement with Sahara to develop it. So, and Sahara was to get 90%. Now they have a certain claim. They're saying that the agreement is gone, etc. Some forum will adjudicate on that. Otherwise, we have no problem. Instead of Sahara, Adani will come. That is not an issue.
Court decree in his favor, why should he then again go for a claim?
What I'm
It
suggesting
will be endless.
let all these
Therefore, all
applicants-
will have to sort it by law.
let all these applicants lodge their claims in a tabulated form with me,
Yes.
and I'll prepare a consolidated statement. Correct. Otherwise, it is haywire.
Yes, you can be assisted by a team.
I have got
You got, then it's fine.
more
You can
competent
add to
than
the,
me.
you can add to the team.
My lord, my issue is completely different, my lord.
Kochi property, where the investor, not buyer. We have invested since 2014. 10 years have passed. Large buyers were paying to the bank installment. And we are waiting for the flats. 50 crores, 50 crores.
IA 9 and 10 for salaries, my lord, the employees' salary.
Now we have said that at least 10 times. But we find that before we consider the application, it will be appropriate that the parties who claim to have any rights in respect of any of the properties listed in the application shall lodge their claim before the learned abacus person. We request the abacus abacus to nominate an assistant counsel who shall collect the said information in a chart showing the properties where there is no dispute, the properties where the rights are crystallized, and the properties which are under the shadow of doubt.
May also, Lord may also include settled properties. There's only one, settled properties.
That is crystallized.
My lord, there is a mediation report. my lord.
Well, let them seek a response from us before they finalize, because we also must know.
Sir, my other suggestion is that today we have number of applicants before the court. Now, if there is some other third party that Sahara should disclose.
No, if we know, we certainly disclose. I mean, I don't know, why are you saying? But we should be allowed to respond to that.
Sahara, India's one, so would also be entitled to give its input.
Yes, exactly.
The learned abacus. In addition, we request the Union of India, the learned abacus, as well as the SEBI, to respond to the prayers made in the I paragraph. Insofar as the IS concerning claim of the workers, claim of the employees is concerned, but we request, we direct the Sahara to examine their claim and respond to the same on the next date.
Yeah.
Please,
Your Lordship, I have filed an IA which has not been listed. Your Lordship, this IA was,
We have already said that we are not said A employee or B employee. We have said that I am concerning the claims of the employee.
Your Lordship,
My lords, may I be permitted to withdraw an IA? My lords, may I be permitted to withdraw an IA for intervention, my lords? It will
Whoever
reduce the
wants to withdraw, they can. Whoever wants to withdraw, they can give their names. You also want to withdraw.
Your Lordship, my IA is not listed. It was actually, the civil decree has been passed in my favor, but the execution is pending due to the order of this honorable court, Your Lordship.
Okay, we'll consider. You also give lodge your claim with the learned amicus.
I have already supplied the copy, Your Lordship. My IA may be listed on the next date, Your Lordship.
So far as my offer is concerned, my lord, the amicus will consider and Sahara will.
That we will consider. Whether the properties are to be permitted to be sold in a piecemeal or in one block.
That's right.
I am also asking for 700 acres of land, my lord.
Maybe
Well,
we will decide whether we have to follow that Golden Forest order or some other order.
Exactly.
I am willing to match the offer.
Lordships.
If you are willing to match the offer, then match the offer for the entire property.
Not the 88 properties, but
Lordships, there are certain IAs regarding the 88 properties that are not yet listed. Lordships may clarify that those IAs be also be listed, my lords.
20, Lordship. Still number 20, Lordship, purchase of property owned by subsidiary company of Sahara Group, Lordship.
Whoever has any claim in respect of any of this property, you may give a.
There's an encumbrance in that property, Lordship.
So there is no encumbrance, then it will come in.
Lordships may clarify irrespective of whether their IA is listed today or not.
Lords, in the Lords, in the IAs for the employees, may I, my lords, only.
Narrative solicitor, when do you want it?
Lord, maybe 4 weeks, my lord, because the learned amicus also will need that much time, my lords.
And the application will disclose. I just want that if my project under section 9, you can also further. Lordships have already granted that indulgence to us.
Same clarification, my lords, I am seeking in serial number 23 and 24, my lords. Listed IA, my lords.
Employee issue, my lord, maybe.
These applications on the next day, whether they can be granted liberty.
The commercial terms are not disclosed.
No. I'm talking about the IAs of the others.
Yes, my lords, serial number 23 and 24.
My lord, employee issue order has been passed earlier, my lord, similar order has to be passed, my lord.
It is dated 3rd September and.
It has to be cleared from Sahara SEBI account, my lord.
We'll have to file a reply to all that.
Today.
And it's very small amount, my lord.
Lordships.
Where Mr. Napoli for collating this information?
For properties or for these IAs?
No.
Yes, both.
Only one, their IA, we will have to respond as to they should be permitted to enter into that transaction.
After Diwali vacation. After Diwali vacation, about 2 weeks thereafter.
4 weeks from today.
4 weeks from today.
All the claims.
Lordships may clarify that even those purchasers whose IAs have not been listed be permitted to approach the learned amicus. Lordships. Lordships, Lordships may clarify that even those purchasers whose IAs have not yet been listed.
The parties who have any claims.
Small clarification, Lordship, that even property companies can be sold by Sahara, Lordship.
If the properties are included in 88, you are concerned. If the properties are not in that 88, then you are not concerned.
Lords, for the employees, I have just.
Only, my lord, employees IA may be disposed, my lord. It's very small issue, my lord.
Properties, my lords.
All of you can give your details to the learned.
So am I cursed?
As one of the CBI has already discussed, you will identify the properties which
Your
are.
Lordships earlier on September covers that interest as well. There's a clarification already.
Serious dispute regarding title or where there is some cloud.
Then recorded, Your Lordship. There may be recorded in the order because
Employees IA.
subsidiary company, Lordship, it's not the main two companies, Lordship.
The properties of all companies are directly be sold.
My lord, employees payment has to be cleared from Sahara SEBI account, my lord.
That 11th November suit you.
11th. Which date?
11th November.
Very good.
That's fine.
My lords,
11th.
some of the crystallized properties are in sealed cover. They have to be given access to the learned amicus to know, so that we can represent.
So if you have any claim, you lodge the claim with him. Then
Based on your lordship's direction, negotiated, settled, advance paid, and that MOU was placed before your lordships in a sealed cover.
That is not, that is the Coimbatore property, my lord. That is not part of this.
We are agreeable to that. We are agreeable to that.
So you'll have to say that.
I said that twice over.
Once more.
I mean, you can't keep on repeating the same thing. He says, no, I didn't say it. I said it.
As regards to the Coimbatore property, the matter is not settled. A large number of home buyers.
22 out of 511.
EP is filed, properties are attached. So behind the back, the settlement is.
22 out of 511.
You have not filed.
My lord,
All IAs be listed, not all IAs in this matter be listed.
my lord, SEBI doesn't have objection. I just spoke to Mr. Venugopal. He doesn't have any objection. My lord, if he
There is an
applies
order of
paid
your lordship.
from Sahara SEBI account.
No, my lord, that order of 4th September 2024 says they have to file affidavits. That has not been complied with.
We will file it. We will
Yes,
file
they have
it.
not, no, we have not got any affidavits. They have to file the affidavit showing that the claim belongs to a group company whose assets have been sold. Unless that affidavit is that order is complied with, there's no question, my lord. Because, and secondly, my lord, Saharas have to disclose whether they are employees or not. Now, many people are claiming.
That is what you have said, that
Yes, my lord.
Sahara should respond to the.
Exactly, my lord.
That's right.
Lordship, please.
Sahara, my lords, I just want to give their response to the amicus who may verify with regard to the employees also, my lords, because.
That is what we have already
You
said.
said already. Why? How many times will you say this?
Chorus, you don't listen to what we dictate.
I don't know what's
So
wrong.
instead of 11, can I have it on 17?
Not all IAs be listed.
On 11, there is some difficulty. Can I have it on 17?
Yes.
All IAs be listed. IAs be listed.
Would you?
All. You lodge the claims with them. It's not necessary that the IA should be listed. That's right. With the IA being listed, we can also consider whether there are any claims on the parties.
Yes.
Lord, would your lordship be reassembling, my lord? Would your lordship be reassembling, my lord, for the main nature? Today, my lord?
That partner matter.
No, I'm just asking, my lord. Would
Yes,
your
yes, yes,
lordship
yes.
be-
The other combination will sit for a partner matter, Mr. Sibal and
Oh, I see.
Mr. Raju.
Part, no other matter will be taken.
Except one, I think, for directions that is.
Please.
32, I think.
Please,
Lordship,
grateful.
grateful.